Вітаю вас на моєму YouTube каналі. Мене звати Сергій. Я продовжую свій марафон з англійської мови по програмі, яку я створюю, вже відпрацьовую, тому що сьогодні мій останній день мого 6-го спринта, останній день практичного марафону. І завтра в мене вже нарешті буде фінішний екзамен з тестом підсумковим, щоб порівняти, з чого я почав, до чого я прийшов, який результат я отримав. Де відповідно, і проявляться всі результати цього марафону, наскільки він в мене пройшов якісно, і можна буде підбити підсумки. Так. А сьогодні в мене фінальний день, і як зазвичай, в мене перший і останній день я роблю читання через Elsa Speak вже, не через Reading Coach, для того, щоб глибше проаналізувати результати, наскільки в мене змінилось аудіювання, вимова, читання, акцент. Потім я зроблю ще в British Council, тут є до цього тексту, в самому низу є 2 граматичні вправи, я їх зроблю. І потім ще через Perplexity попереказуємо цю історію для того, щоб закріпити словничок, як закріпити свої знання, перевірити, як я тренувати говоріння, що дуже важливо для того, щоб почати говорити англійською. Так. Значить, не будемо довго затягувати. Стартуємо наш сьогоднішній урок. Так, вроді це готово. Ну що, поїхали. David and Emma looked at each other across the table. The young couple were happy. The food was delicious, the light from the candles was soft, and the music was perfect. David looked at Emma's beautiful smile. All the pain of his last breakup disappeared. All his doubts and fears about love had gone. His hand reached out and touched hers. I want to ask you something. David searched her eyes. Could she guess what was coming? Her smile made him feel brave. She held his hand. Don't worry. Whatever it is, I'll probably say yes. He felt so excited. He was about to ask the most important question of his life. From the corner of the restaurant, a strange man watched them. He sat very still at his table. He had held the menu, but he wasn't reading it. Instead, his cold eyes looked only at the young couple. Back at their table, David suddenly felt nervous. "Excuse me," he said to Emma. He pushed his chair back and went to the toilet. As he looked in the mirror, he told himself, "Come on, David, come on. You can do this, mate. She's crazy about you." Feeling ready, he went out of the bathroom. He almost walked into the extremely tall man who was waiting by the door. The man's eyes were a cold, bright blue. His face was pale with a sharp, pointed nose and thin, pale lips. "Oh, sorry," said David. "Which one?" The man he spoke with strong and strange accent. David had never heard this accent before. For a moment, David was confused. Then he realized what the other man meant. "Oh, this one, this is," said David helpfully. "This is the men's toilet." David went back into the restaurant. He reached for the ring in a box in his pocket. It was time to ask her. The taxi ride home was wonderful. The happy couple discussed their future life together. They shared their sweet feeling about each other. "The night I asked you to marry me," said David. "The night I say yes," replied Emma. "Just think, our whole life together. Sharing, caring," he began. "Loving, giving," Emma finished his sentence. "You are so wonderful," said David. "And you are absolutely beautiful," said Emma. "I've never met anyone so lovely and kind. I'm so happy I could sing." They entered the block of flats, holding hands. A tall man watched them from the shadows. "Which one?" he asked himself. He watched the building. He was waiting for a light to come on to show him which flat was theirs. 1 minute passed, 2. There it was. The light went on in a third floor window. He saw Emma for the moment as she closed the curtains. How many times he stood on a corner like this? How many victims had he watched? Many corners, many victims. His pale lips formed in a thin smile. He moved out of the shadow to the door and pressed the buttons for every flat. The vampire was always pleased when people lived in flats. Sooner or later, someone always let you in. Silly humans. They thought you were someone's pizza delivery. It was a kind of invitation, and that was all he needed to enter home. He climbed the stairs to the third floor and walked down the hall. He didn't make a sound. He could hear the young couple laughing and talking. He put his ear against the door. He could hear what they were saying, and he was happy. Young love made the sweetest blood. I was so full of life and energy. It was so full of life and energy. "I feel as if I am in a film," she was saying. "More like a dream," he replied. "Yes, a dream. How lucky we are. Guess who I'll be dreaming about tonight," he said. Who? Her hair smells roses. She is like an angel. The dream was about to become nightmare, the listening vampire thought. Suddenly, he opened the door and stood there, showing his sharp teeth. The couple screamed and then held each other in terrified silence. The vampire could smell and taste their fare. This was how he looked like it. Fare also made blood sweeter. "There's my wallet on the table. There, take it," said David. "Take anything you want." "I will take anything I want," the vampire replied. Fine, we won't stop you, I promise," David replied. "You won't stop me, I promise," replied the vampire. The light shone on the sharp teeth. A terrible thought came to David and Emma at the same time. He looked at his teeth. "Is she a vampire?" "Which one?" the vampire whispered. "It can be only one." The couple's eyes were big and afraid. Their mouths open in horror. They felt each other hands, and their stomach filled with fire. Already tonight, continued the vampire, I have drunk from 3. One more, then I can sleep and feel young again. The vampire moved towards them. The instinct made David step in front of Emma to protect her. Emma gratefully held onto his back. The vampire wasn't in a hurry. He had plenty of time. Who should he attack? He asked himself. Which one? Thank you, Emma said quietly in David's ear, for what you're doing for me. Of course, my love, I'm here to protect you. He felt proud as he said the words. He could fight this vampire. All he needed was a piece of wood or something to push strong through the heart. He looked around for something. You are so brave to offer yourself, continued Emma. Sorry? Asked David. What are you talking about? Oh, said Emma. I just thought that with your love for me and everything. David and the vampire looked at each other. Now, listen, Emma. There is no doubt about my love for you. Really? She replied. She didn't believe him, but you can't expect me to just give him my life. I wasn't saying you should, she said. It's just one of our options. That's all. Well, think of another one. He shouted. Why don't you offer yourself to him to save me? The atmosphere in the room had certainly turned ugly. The vampire was not pleased that the fear and love were now silly, selfish arguments. Emma was very angry. I hope you're joking. Let's see how strong your love is. What a horrible man. What about the woman I was planning to marry? Offering me to a vampire like a bone to a dog. You said my hair smells of roses, she cried. All right, relax. David was a little embarrassed to be having these arguments in front of a stranger. I am an angel, you said, she cried on shouting. Must drink, shouted the vampire angrily as he came even closer. He wanted to make a quick kill, then he could get away from the terrible people as soon as possible. His eyes opened wider and his teeth were bared. Which one? Yeah, David continued at his future wife. Him, screamed Emma and anger. Please, him. The vampire approached David. She is younger, sweeter, said David. The vampire turned to Emma. He's bigger, there's more of him. She pointed at David. Suddenly the vampire felt tired. He had been killed for many centuries. Listening to them was depressing. How could he feel good by drinking the blood of those disgusting creatures? He looked down at their terrified faces and shouted, "Bad blood!" And with that he disappeared into the night air and left Emma and David alone together as they had promised, for the rest of their lives. Окей. Майже вклався в 10 хвилин. А там штучний інтелект мені десь за 9. Ну, на 2 хвилини, типа, ліміт. М, 73. Так. Мої попередні результати було, я набрав 67. Ну, да, 9. 67. Вот, pronunciation 53 в мене. Загалом, типу, 57, pronunciation 53. Тепер у мене 73 загалом. Pronunciation 55. Ну, не те, щоб супер. Intonation. Я отак зроблю. П'ять, 18. Ну, трохи показники покращились все одно. Тепер тут дивимось. Тут взагалі fluency, intonation. Непогано по всьому, да? Піднялось. Навіть вийшов зелений зона. Ну, але так, треба ще практикувати. В принципі, ті самі проблеми в мене лишились. Треба і далі практикувати. Ні, не всі ті самі. Окей. Непогано. Сховайся. Тепер вправо поїхали. Дев'ята тема. The man was ні. The vampire was not sure which one. Outside the toilet, David understood what the vampire was asking. No, he didn't understood. The couple invited the vampire into their flat. No. Не запрошував. The vampire thought his victim's blood would taste nice if they were in love. Yes. At first, David looked at the idea to being a hero and saved Emma. Yes. Emma offered to give himself to the vampire to save David. No. The couple's feelings for each other were different by the end. Да. Окей. Так, Emma and David felt happy, depressed, terrified, confused, pleased, nervous, excited, brave, and David was first brave, and then nervous, means he started nervous and go to the toilet. The vampire was pleased, задоволений, що вони влюблені. David and Emma were нажахані та terrified. David thought he was being brave було. Excited і depressed, confused. Excited. Непонятно. Так, David was with Emma for offering him to the vampire. David was angry with Emma for offering him to the vampire. The vampire was confused to kill. The vampire felt depressed and decided to leave. Excited? Let him. Він не був брейв. Давай брейв собі. Так. Але там на початку був ошибка. Her smile made him brave. А потім він start nervous. Але сюди тільки Девід said he was. А як він себе почував? Там. Felt proud. Гордий. Proud нас не було. Ну ладно, хай буде brave. Нехай так. Чудово. Так, секундочку. Окей. Хорошо. Тепер. Ну і що в мене сьогодні лишилось ще? Це я зараз пороблю перекази з Perplexity. Лишу собі підказочку. Hi, I want to discuss about some story called Bad Blood. You can find it in britishcouncil.org.
The story, Bad Blood from the British Council, is a darkly humorous tale about a young couple, Emma and David, who find themselves face to face with a vampire.
Ви бачите це?
The vampire, hungry and impatient, demands to know which of them he should bite. Instead of showing selfless love or bravery, Emma and David begin to argue and try to convince the vampire to take the other. David says Emma is younger and sweeter, while Emma points out David is bigger.
Okay, yeah, it's correct story. And I want to retell this story for you. I will split it by some parts, and I want from you check it my speech, correct me if needed, and show some and explain me some grammar of rules with my mistakes. Okay.
Absolutely. Go ahead and retell parts of the story. After you speak, I'll check your speech, point out any corrections you need, and explain how to improve your English. Please start when you're ready.
First part, in the restaurant. David and Emma sit on a romantic restaurant with sweet, with tasty food, soft light from candles, and soft music, soft and romantic music. David wanted to make a propose to the Emma, and he looked at her eyes and take your hands. And then Emma say, everything you say, I will, everything whatever you say, I probably say yes, said Emma to the David. And by these words make David brave. But then he start nervous and suddenly stand up and go to the toilet. In the toilet, he talking to himself and say, "Come on, David, you can do this, mate. She's crazy about you." And after he felt confident again, he come back to the restaurant. But after he left from the toilet, he went a strange man. He was tall. He was tall, pale, and he say some with some strange accent. He asked which one to the David, and David start confused by a second, but then as David thought, the David say, this is the men's toilet, and then David go to the Emma, making a propose to her.
Here's your corrected version and some explanations to help you improve. Your version. In the restaurant 9, Intermalic restaurant, with light from candles and soft music to the Emma. And he looked, your eyes and take your hands in. You say, I will everything, whatever. You say, I probably say yes, say Tima. He went, strange man, he will tall. He was tall PL, and he say some strange action, corrected version. In the restaurant, at table 9, in a romantic restaurant with light from candles and soft music, David looked into Emma's eyes and took her hands. She said, I will do anything. Whatever you say, I will probably say yes. Then a strange man appeared. He was tall and he did something strange. Explanation. Intermalic restaurant should be in a romantic restaurant. Light from candles and soft music to the Emma should be with light from candles and soft music. He looked your eyes and take your hands should be. He looked into Emma's eyes and took her hands. In you say I will everything whatever you say I probably say yes say Tema is unclear. But I think you meant, she said, I will do anything. Whatever you say, I will probably say yes. He went strange man. He was tall PL, and he say some strange action should be.
Fail.
Then a strange man appeared. He was tall, and he did something strange. If you want to try another part, just speak or write it, and I'll help you improve it.
Да. Коротше, треба що ще говорити. Так, Катяшка, мені не видно підказки. Давай, іди гуляй. Так, next part це те, що вони їхали в таксі. Окей. The next part is the taxi part where when the couple go to the home in taxi. In a taxi, the couple discuss their future life and say about his feeling and David say the night when I ask you to marry me. Then Emma said the night I said yes. And then when he right home at the home, he go to he went to their flats. Given his hands together.
Here's your corrected version and an explanation. Your version. The next part is taxi part. When the couple go to the home. In taxi discus there, future life, and I ask you to marry. Yes, right home at the home. He go to the wind. Hands his hands together. Corrected version. The next part is the taxi scene. The couple goes home in a taxi and discusses their future life together. David asks Emma to marry him, and she says yes. When they arrive home, he goes to the window and holds her hands. Explanation. In taxi should be in a taxi.
In a taxi.
Discuss there. Future life should be discuss their future life together. I ask you to marry. Yes, right home should be David asks Emma to marry him, and she says yes. At the home, he go to the wind, hands his hands together, should be. When they arrive home, he goes to the window and holds her hands. You're doing well. If you want to try another part or need more explanation, just let me know.
Речі, він, походу, ця мовна модель перекладає в текст йому, і тому така якась, ну, такі помилки. Так. Окей. And at that moment, when he go home, the vampire looked at the couple from the shadow, and he start seeing the floor. The light on which floor it's come on, and after 2 minutes passed, on the third floor the lights turning on, and at the moment the vampire saw the Emma which closed the curtain. After that, the vampire go to the floor and start push all the buttons to the homes, and sooner or later someone let him in the floor, because silly humans thought it was someone's pizza delivery, and this is all what he needed to enter the home. Entering the home.
Here's your corrected version and an explanation. Your version, okay, and at this and that moment. When he go home, power and after 2 minutes passed. On the sort floor, the lights turning on, and the moment after that.
Да, тут я щось
Go to
говорю.
the floor and start. Push all the buttons to the homes. Let him in the floor. Because see humans. It was someone's pizza delivery, and this is
Та
all
ні,
what
я
you need
щось
to enter the
напутав.
home. Corrected version. Okay. And at that moment, when they got home, the power was out. After 2 minutes, on the ground floor, the lights turned on. Then, someone came to the floor and started pressing all the buttons to the apartments, trying to get in. It turned out to be a pizza delivery person, and that was all he needed to enter the building. Explanation. When he go home, power should be, when they got home, the power was out. After 2 minutes passed. On the sort floor, the lights turning on should be, after 2 minutes, on the ground floor, the lights turned on. Go to the floor and start push all the buttons to the homes should be, someone came to the floor and started pressing all the buttons to the apartments. Let him in the floor. Because see humans is unclear, but you likely meant trying to
Silly
get in.
humans.
It was someone's pizza delivery, and this is all what he need to enter the home should be, it turned out to be a pizza delivery person, and that was all he needed to enter the building. If you want to continue with the next part, just go ahead. I'll help you correct and explain as needed.
Так, де там? Then the vampire start hearing which home of the couple, and he let her вухо in the door, and так, ні, щось тут не то.
It seems you want to describe what happens in the home of the couple next. Please continue with your sentence or describe the scene you want to retell, and I'll help you correct and improve it. Go ahead when you're ready.
The vampire the vampire want find which room is them, the couple, and he lean on the door and start hearing the sound from that from each home, and then he found the couple. Suddenly opens the door with wider mouth and showing his teeth. The couple was scary, the couple was confused, and David started saying to the vampire, there is my wallet on the table, take it, take everything you want. And vampire replied, I will take everything I want. Then David say, Sir, okay, good, we won't stop you, I promise. And the vampire replied, you won't stop me, I promise. After that, some light, some reflection, blink of the vampire's teeth, and David and Emma thought it was a vampire at the same time.
Here's your corrected version and an explanation, your version. And start from that, from each home. And then he found out everything I want. Then, the stop you, I promise, and you want stop me, I promise. After that reflection, blink of the 9 in the same time, corrected version. And starting from that moment, from each apartment, he found everything he wanted. Then they said to each other, if you want me to stop, I promise I will. And if you want to stop me, I promise I will. After that, there was a reflection, a flash, at apartment 9, both at the same time. Explanation. Start from that, from each home, should be starting from that moment, from each apartment. He found out everything I want, should be he found everything he wanted. The stop you, I promise and you want. Stop me, I promise, should be they said to each other, if you want me to stop, I promise I will. And if you want to stop me, I promise I will. Reflection. Blink of the 9 in the same time should be there was a reflection, a flash, at apartment 9, both at the same time. Let me know if you want to continue or need more help with this part.
Щось ти таке наговорив? Якусь ерунду. Так, тут я коротенько скажу, не багато діла. The couple was afraid, and then the vampire start feel his отлично. Зараз, я коли говорю, позабув всі слова. Fair. After that, vampire asked which one. He asked his pet, and then he say it can be only one. At this night, he drank from 3, and after he drink, he would drink next one, he go to sleep and feel young again. Давай по шматочкам.
Here's your corrected version and explanation. Your version. After that vampire, ask which one. He asked hisped, drunk from 3, and afterward drunk. Next one, he'd go to sleep and feel young again. Corrected version. After that, the vampire asked which one of them he should bite first. He said he usually drinks from 3 people, and after he drinks from the next one, he will go to sleep and feel young again. Explanation. Vampire, ask which one should be. The vampire asked which one of them he should bite first. He asked hisped drunk from 3, should be, he said he usually drinks from 3 people. Afterward drunk next one, he go to sleep and feel young again, should be. After he drinks from the next one, he will go to sleep and feel young again. If you want to continue or need more corrections, just let me know.
Then the vampire moved towards them, and instantly David stepped in front of Emma to protect her, and Emma were grateful to the David to protect her. And then Emma said, thank you what you are doing for me. Then David say, of course, my love, I'll protect you. And at this time, David start looking at the some wooden stick to bite and push something to the vampire's heart. But Emma said, you're so brave to offer yourself to protect me. After these words, David and Emma start in argument, and this is not what the vampire want, because they argue didn't make blood sweeter.
Here's your corrected version and explanation. Your version. And Emma. Thank you what you are doing for my corrected version. And Emma said, thank you for what you are doing for me. Explanation. Thank you what you are doing for my should be thank you for what you are doing for me. To make the sentence clear and grammatically correct. If you want to add more or need further corrections, feel free to continue.
Такі собі пояснення в тебе, чувак, я тобі скажу. Але мені головне тренуватися. Значить, далі. David didn't believe what the Emma say, because Emma for Emma words it's look like it's look like he offering he must offer himself like a bone to a dog and David can't realize this because why she because it's talking about how strong her love is to the David, and why she didn't offer herself to save the David. After this argue, the vampire wanted to make a quick kill and leave from these terrible people as soon as possible. But after repeated question, which one, David's speeder, David continue and answer for this question. Her answer was her to the vampire, and then Emma say him he's bigger, he's more of him, and then David say he's younger, he's sweeter. After that, the vampire was depressed. This argue, he
Here's your corrected version and explanation.
Давай.
Your version. David believe what? Because Emma saint offer himself. Like a bond to a dog at, and because why she? Because it's talking and live from the table? People but. After question which? One David spider. David 9. Corrected version. David couldn't believe that Emma offered herself, like a bone to a dog. He wondered why she did it. Was it just for show or because people were watching at the table? But when the vampire asked which one, David started to argue. Explanation. David believe what? Because Emma saint offer himself like a bond to a dog. Should be, David couldn't believe that Emma offered herself, like a bone to a dog. Because why she? Because it's talking and live from the table people should be, he wondered why she did it. Was it just for show or because people were watching at the table? After question which one David spider David 9 is unclear, but I believe you meant, but when the vampire asked which one, David started to argue. If you want to continue or need more help, just let me know.
I want to finish this bullshit explanation. Okay, after this argue, the vampire say bad blood and leave Emma and David alone together as they promised for the rest of their lives. Спробуй мене виправити. Це вже точно.
Here's your corrected version and explanation. Your version. Okay. After this, are you bad blood and corrected? Version. Okay. After this, the vampire says, you have bad blood, and leaves. Explanation. This part refers to the ending of the story, where the vampire, disappointed by the couple's selfishness and arguing, decides he doesn't want to bite either of them. He declares they have bad blood and disappears. If you want to continue or need more details, just let me know.
Окей. Так, і в мене тут ця вся переписка. Це ж вона? А, так воно не все записало. Коротше, воно якось, ну, вимову треба обережно, тому що він розпізнає, що попало. І тут він трошки тільки. Коротше, навірно, все-таки буду я такий переказ з чатом GPT. Тут прикольно, мені в Perplexity подобається, що в нього є, зразу він шукає швидко. Він навіть сьогодні мій подкаст знайшов. Ну, точніше, не подкаст, а урок заняття. Це вже рівень визнання. Ну, щоб є пошук, і є одразу, коли проговорює, він пише. Ну, це зручно. Цього не вистачає дуже в чаті GPT. Але його пояснення і те, як він розпізнає мову, я думаю, що це повний відстій. Тому я, напевно, все-таки думаю, що те, як я робив з чатом GPT, воно краще. Тобто в чаті GPT, зараз я покажу. Вже так. Тобто, коли хочеш просто переказати, щоб він тебе не перебивав, можна без виправлень. Так само записати диктант. Це аудіо до текст, він перекладає те, що ви не говорите. Коли ви вже відчуваєте впевненість в тому, що, ну, от як сьогодні я, наприклад, хочете переказати, мінус, що не можна, ну, скажімо, висказати все те, що хочеш, але запустити мовну модель, і тоді він слухає тебе, аналізує і відповідає. Правда, тут в мовній моделі він любить дуже сильно тебе прям поправляти. Тому, ну, міксуйте ці два підходи, пробуйте, як подобається. Третій варіант ще досить непоганий. Це записати аудіофайл і потім додати його в вигляді файлу сюди. Він його розпізнає, проаналізує і тоді дасть він комплексну. Тобто всього 3 варіанти. Ну, up to you, як то кажуть. На сьогодні, що в мене? 4 хвилини залишилось. Я на сьогодні стопаю. Достатньо, в принципі. Вийшло. Дякую за увагу. Сьогодні було моє останнє заняття з 6-го спринта по історії Bad Blood. На сьогодні все. Це мій останній спринт в рамках цього марафону. Завтра я підбиваю підсумки, щоб подивитися, які загальні результати я отримав. Покажу те, що в мене вже готово ще раз. І, в принципі, завтра я вже буду закривати всі доступи. І далі оформлю це в рамках програми, яку буду додатково пропонувати. Кому цікаво, будуть долучатися. Тож, всім дякую за увагу. Якщо цікаво, дивіться мої уроки, користуйтесь тими матеріалами, які я використовував, тими системами штучного інтелекту. Вони відпрацьовані, гарно себе показали. Якісь кращі, якісь гірші. Так само, як, наприклад, сьогодні з Perplexity було. Певні моменти з Perplexity класно виходять, деякі не дуже. Так само, в принципі, можна сказати про багато різних систем штучного інтелекту. Так. На загал, в цілому, давайте завтра я підіб'ю підсумки. Результати я певні відчуваю. Якраз завтра подивимось. Дякую, що додивились. Всім пока-пока.